Hi and welcome to Rise and Thrive Yoga. Today I have a tone and stretch video for you. So for this particular class, you're going to need one block to use throughout the class. If you don't have a block, you can always use a tissue box or something close to a block, maybe just a light book, and you will be all set. If not, you can totally do this class without it, and I will show you some modifications. All right. So let's get started in easy pose, sitting tall, roll your shoulders down and back. Awesome. And to start class, you can actually grab your block and have a seat on it. So get comfy. And so this is going to open up through your hips. So your knees are going towards the floor, your legs are crossed, and you're seated up on your block, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your arms to the side. Inhale, both arms up. Reach up, look up. And exhale back down to the mat. Again, flipping your palms towards the ceiling. Inhale up. Reach up, look up. And exhale everything back down. I want you to think about bringing your belly button towards your spine on this next breath. Inhale up. Using that core to support your body, and exhale everything back down. Awesome. Let's just take one more deep breath here. Blow it out. Awesome. All right, so you're going to remove the block, set it off to the side for a moment, and we're going to move into tabletop position. So hands on the ground, fingertips spread, shoulders stacked over wrists, knees under hips, and the tops of your feet in the mat. And you can have an option here to stretch out the bottoms of your feet. Sometimes this feels really great. Tuck your toes here. So I'm going to do this part of it with toes tucked, part with toes untucked. You can do it any way you'd like. Always an option to come up on fists here as well. Okay, so we're going to inhale here. And then we're going to exhale, we're going to push our hips back to a modified child's pose. So looking down towards the mat, stretching through those toes if you have your toes tucked, and then pressing through those fingertips, pulling yourself back up to table on the inhale. Then exhaling back again, hips reach over your heels. Inhale back up. Exhale back to child's. Inhale back to table. Awesome. Two more times. Exhale back to child's. Inhale back to table. Exhale back to child's. Inhale back to table. Awesome. So I'm going to untuck my toes here. And then we're going to come up into a standing position. So you can get to standing however is comfortable for you. And then I want you to grab your block or a tissue box or book or whatever you have and hold it in between both hands. So one hand on each side. We're going to bring our feet wide into goddess pose. So our toes are going to point out at about a 45-degree angle. Knees tracking over toes, and we're going to exhale back down into bent knee goddess pose. So our hands are pressing into the block. Bring your elbows out to the side. So we got upper body and lower body here. All right, so we're going to hold in goddess. Bend your knees a little bit more, sinking down. Take a deep breath here. Blow it out. Awesome. Now we're going to do some pulses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 more pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're going to raise the block up over your head, just holding it on the sides. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. Lower your arms down to about shoulder height. Still squeezing that block in between your hands. and then lowering it down. Great. Coming up to standing. We're going to put the block off to the side again. Then we're going to come to the top of your mat, facing forward, hands on your hips. And we're going to go back into some step back lunges from here. So we're going to go into crescent lunges with our hands on our hips, nice and slow and strong. So slight bend in both knees, really pressing into your feet for balance. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, step that right foot back into a lunge. So you're up on the toe, knees stacked over your heel, and then come back to center. We're going to stay on that right leg. So exhale the right leg back. Inhale back to start. Maybe a little wobbly. It's okay. Inhale here. Exhale back to lunge. Inhale to come forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Nice and strong, back and forth. Using that left thigh to pull yourself back up to start. 2 more. Last one. Awesome. I want you to inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, bending at the hips. Just let your hands float all the way down to the mat for a forward fold. Bending both those knees nice and not gradually, bending them graciously. Bringing your chest towards your thighs, head hanging down. And then inhaling everything back up to start. Exhaling, hands to hips. Another deep breath here with your hands on your hips. Blow it out. I'm already going to go to lunges on the left side. So really pressing into that right foot, getting your balance before we start coming up on those left toes. Inhaling here. Exhaling, stepping back into a lunge. Inhaling to come forward. Exhaling back up on those top toes. And checking your posture here, trying to stay up straight for your shoulders to your hips and a nice 90-degree angle in that right knee. Inhale to come forward. Exhale back. Take it at your own pace now for 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to start. Inhaling both arms up again. Exhaling into a forward fold. Nice bend in the knees, bringing your chest towards your thighs, crown of your head towards the floor. And then inhaling both arms back up. Palms come to touch. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to make our way to our back. So you're going to lay down flat on your back with your knees pointing towards the ceiling. And before you get all the way down, just grab a block. All right. So our knees are pointing towards the ceiling. Walk your heels a little bit in closer to your glutes. Again, we're holding the block on each side. Arms are going to reach up straight overhead over our shoulders. So wrists are stacked over our shoulders, pressing our feet into the mat. We're going to go into a bridge with an overhead pull, okay? So we're going to start just with the bridge pose part. So we're just going to hold the block where it is right now. We're going to inhale, lifting our hips up into bridge pose. Awesome. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale up, bringing those hips up into bridge pose. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those abs. Lower back down. Awesome. Okay, now leaving your glutes on the mat, we're going to do the overhead portion now. So we're going to inhale here. Exhale. Everything goes back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Really pressing the sides of the block. Exhale down. All right, now we're going to do it all together. So your arms are behind your head. We're going to inhale, hips up, arms up. Exhale, everything slowly back down. Awesome. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale everything up. Exhale back down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Awesome. All right. We're going to put the block off to the side. Arms by your side, lifting your feet up on the ground. So your knees are at a 90-degree angle here. Toes are pointed, pressing your lower back into your mat, engaging your core here. We're going to work on the abs. So bringing your belly button towards your spine, really pressing your hands into your side, into the mat for stability. And then we're going to inhale, exhale, drop your right toes down to the mat like you're dipping them into wet cement. Inhale back up using that core. Exhale the left toes down to the mat. Inhale up. And then just switching sides, exhaling to lower, inhaling to raise. Using your core, lower back is gently pressed into the mat. So the legs come back up into reverse table. Before you dip, toes are pointed, abs are strong. Four more. Three more. Two more. The last one. Awesome. Rest those feet back onto the mat. We're going to go into reverse pigeon. So crossing that right foot over your left, grabbing behind your left thigh, flexing both feet, relaxing your shoulders down, and taking a few deep breaths here. Awesome. Releasing that. Your hands down by your side, both feet back down to the mat, left ankle over right thigh, lifting that right foot up off the mat, grabbing behind your right thigh and gently pulling it towards you for reverse pigeon on this side. Nice slow breaths. Then untucking that, grabbing both knees, pulling them in towards your chest. Taking a deep breath here. Blowing it out, nice long exhale. And then we're going to roll up to a seated position. Gracefully or ungracefully. Bring your hands to heart center. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a great day.